And as they famously say, a game played is better than a game delayed. So here we are back for more Final Fantasy VII, continuing on from where we left off yesterday on floor 66. We're getting so close to that magic number of the Shinra building. The last thing we saw as we made our way up to this floor was all of those big wig executive types heading into that meeting room on the left hand side. So it looks like we're going to have to find a way to possibly sneak in there and find out what's up. Let's see if we can talk around. Is it just me, or does the conference room smell? Some sort of stench coming from somewhere. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's great to see you again, and welcome back for another session. I'm so sick of carrying all these files, but I get to meet lots of guys. Guess that's the benefit of being a secretary. You. Tut tut tut. Okay, that fellow's not got much to say except a series of dots. Right in here. Gives me the feeling I'm alive, the feeling of moving this world just with my hands. Come on, we're building the future of Mako. Having another executive meeting? I wonder if it's about the plate incident. Hey, when you're in the bathroom, do you ever hear whispers coming from somewhere? Now that sounds like something to look for, doesn't it? Head on over. Bad smell in the meeting room, hearing whispers in the bathroom. What do we have here? Oh, flush goodness. Climb up. It's great to have you back. We're getting to one of those parts of the game now, aren't we, where the story is beginning to really open up, and hopefully we're going to start getting some answers to what the hell is actually going on in this world, and what's up with Aeris at the moment. Jeez, that's a lot of suits. We have the damage estimates for Sector 7. Considering those factories we already set up and all the investments, the damage is estimated at approximately 10 billion gil. Point of reference, we have about 4,000. The estimated cost to rebuild Sector 7 is... we're not rebuilding. What? We're leaving Sector 7 as it is, restarting the Neo-Midgar plan. And the Ancients? The Promised Land will soon be ours. I want you to raise the Mako rates 15% in every area. Rate hike, tra-la-la. Please include our space program in the budget. Reeve and Scarlet will divide the extra income from the rate increase. Oh man. Sir, if you raise the rates, people will lose confidence. It'll be alright. The ignorant citizens... The ignorant citizens won't lose confidence. They'll trust Shinra Inc. even more. Ha ha ha! After all, we're the ones who saved Sector 7 from Avalanche. That dirty... Ojo. How's the girl? Well, as a specimen, she is inferior to her mother. I'm still in the process of comparing her to the mother Ifalna, but for now the difference is 18%. How long will the research take? Probably 120 years. Impossible to finish in our lifetime. Or the lifetime of the specimen too, for that matter. And that's why we're thinking of breeding her. Then we can create one that could withstand our research for a long time. What about the Promised Land? Will it hinder our plans? That's what I need to plan. The mother is strong and yet has her weaknesses. Oh, he's the worst, isn't he? Every moment that he's on screen, there's just this feeling of revulsion deep in the pit of my stomach. And that concludes our meeting. Something stinks. I like that we do get that little look from Scarlet directly towards us, just for a moment. They were talking about Aeris, right? I don't know. Probably. Let's follow him. Okay, so next step, we're finding out something going on. Shinra seems has some sort of secondary plan, that Neo-Midgar project they mentioned. And of course, we've heard about their plans for Aeris herself. If they are indeed talking about her, we need to get in and get her out. It does a very good job, I think, this game, of constantly giving you these little short-term objectives, all adding up to this one major objective that we're going to have to deal with. Hojo, huh? Okay, well, we're going to do what the game says. We're going to follow Hojo up to the 67th. A little colder, the atmosphere in here, isn't it? It's always been sterile, but I think this room looks a bit colder. That blue paneling at the top left, the screens at the bottom right. I remember him. That Hojo guy. He's in charge of the Shinra Science Department. Cloud, don't you know him? Ah, this is the first time I've ever actually seen him. So that's what he looks like. There may have been a bit of an audio cut a few seconds ago. I do apologise, but I briefly had a lot of noise coming through the walls of my neighbour's apartment. Nothing untoward. I just had to go and make sure that wasn't coming through too badly. Let's see, the specimen Hojo asked me for is... Let's confront the guy. Is this today's specimen? Yes, we're starting right away. Raise it to the upper level. My precious specimen. I love Hidden Cloud there, with just the spike of hair poking out. Precious specimen? Is it going to be used for a biological experiment? Now here's a big moment. Genova. Genova. Sephiroth. So, they brought it here. Cloud, be strong. Did you see it? What? It's moving. It's still alive. What the? Where's its head? This whole thing's stupid. Let's keep going. Now, see, you get a lot of those moments in the game, don't you, until now, which I think does a lot to build the intrigue of over the course of the game, is Cloud just never quite seems right. He's always on the verge of something happening, something unusual. And we just saw now his reaction there. We all saw the image, and it was very unpleasant, somewhat horrifying. But we had that sort of migraine-inducing, piercing sound. And at the same time, he passed out, seemed to fall to the ground. It's not the reaction we'd have expected. So we're constantly getting these little moments and indicators that we don't know what, but something's not right, and there's some kind of link between Cloud and some of these story beats that we're getting. Oh, it's a bit of a disappointment, this. We haven't managed to steal anything. Let's have one more try with Tifa. We do like to steal something if we can, don't we? Oh, well, such is life. Don't hold that against me in court. I'm not sure that'll aid in any of my defences. Alright, let's go a little further. Anything in this direction? Oh, we do like a save point. Poison materia. Now this gets interesting. Who could possibly equip that? I believe Tifa doesn't have much equipped. Could be nice. Now, I'm not sure if you compare, I can't remember, elemental with poison. I'm going to give it a quick try. I don't know if it works. I believe an element is only things like fire, ice, wind, lightning, whatever it might be, earth. And poison is a sort of status effect, so I don't know if that's going to link. Hope we need it on the weapon, not on the armor. But if it were to work as I want it to, it would mean that every single time that Tifa punches the heck out of someone, she has a chance of actually poisoning them too. If it doesn't work, such is life, we'll move on. She can still cast the spell if we need it. I really can't remember, it's just been so long since I played it that that little detail has slipped away. Yeah, little save, let's go in this elevator. Well, look who's in the cage on the left. Aeris! Aeris, oh, is that her name? What do you want? We're taking Aeris back. Outsiders. Shouldn't notice it earlier, you. There's so many frivolous things in this world. Are you gonna kill me? I don't think you should. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who could operate it? That's right. I recommend you think things out logically before making any rash moves. Now, bring in the specimen. Oh, goodness. Great music. Great music. Again, so good at communicating a tone. That tension, that pressure. Cloud, help! What do you think you're doing? Lending a helping hand to an endangered species. Both of them on the brink of extinction. If I don't help, all these animals will disappear. Animal? It's terrible. Aeris is a human being. And you're gonna pay. Barrett, can't you do anything? Alright, step back. Stop! What do you do? Oh, my precious specimens! Ha! Justice. Now's our chance to get Aeris. Thanks, Cloud. Cloud, what's wrong? The elevator is moving. This is no ordinary specimen. This is a very ferocious specimen. He's rather strong. I'll help you all out. It talked? I'll talk as much as you want later, miss. We'll take care of that monster. Someone take Aeris somewhere safe. I kind of want to have Tifa with us, but Barrett's got the healing materia. Send Barrett. Barrett, take care of her. What's your name? Hojo has named me Red 13, a name with no meaning whatsoever to me. Call me whatever you wish. Again, we're going to maintain all of the names as designated. Come on. Alright, first battle with a new friend in the party. Oh, we don't have, which is a bit of a shame, that sense materia that... Oh, unless Cloud has it. Do you see red flashing there? That does mean that he's got poison cast on him now. We're going to attack the big guy. We're going to sense the big guy. Oh, red also has sense. Okay, interesting. Oh, poison healed the big guy. That's not good. HO512, level 19, 1000 HP, 116 MP. Oh, that's a good run. Yes, 2 big years. Tifa now has 2 parts to a limit break. We got that in the last episode. Let's see. Oof. And a big hit on the big guy. Alright, we're going to keep firing at the big fella. I'm not going to worry too much about the little one for now. Got some fire magic, got some lightning, and we're going to make sure that we don't make that mistake. We're not going to use Tifa to cast poison, but we are going to try and steal with Tifa. And take a second to try and heal Red 13 as well. Nothing to steal, okay, it's a good job to find that out. Let's use an antidote to begin with, get rid of that poison effect. We're going to leave Fury on. You'll notice the limit break bar is now a slightly different colour to earlier. This does mean that our limit breaks are gaining a little bit quicker. Good T for a small heal. Probably a bad idea actually, because we're attacking an enemy in the back rows, so Tifa's going to do not very much damage, or indeed none. Okay, she does have poison linked to her attacks now, so we're going to use her as a healer in this fight. We're going to slightly change her role. Every time she punches, she's dealing poison effects, which is healing that big guy. Tifa can fix herself with an antidote. And the job's going to be on Red 13 and Cloud to just fire magic in the back row. Now, if it were a longer fight, I would consider moving Tifa to the back row just to try and make sure she doesn't take too much damage and she can keep healing sort of stress-free. But with 1,000 health, it shouldn't be a long fight, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Or limit break will do that. Don't know if this is going to have the poison effect. If it does, it might heal the big guy, but let's see. If she attacks the small ones, that's fine. Perfect. I wasn't keeping track of the numbers. Oh goodness, has that been missing every time? I haven't always been paying attention because I've been talking a bit too much. Very curious if that's always been missing. Or if that was just a one-off. Let's try again. We heard of that thing, haven't we? The sort of streamer brain when we're not quite running at full capacity. I wonder if we hadn't been noticing, but Cloud has been missing his attack. Okay, he has been hitting. That's good. Excellent. Well done, team. Nice bit of XP. So he is Red 13. He's slightly higher level than the rest of us. That can be a good general indicator in games like Final Fantasy that maybe we are slightly under leveled for where we should be. And a talisman. Let's see what that does. Aeris, are you alright? Beautiful theme, this one. Beautiful theme for Red 13. She seems alright in many ways. I have a right to choose too. I don't like two-legged things. What are you? An informed question, but difficult to answer. I am what you see. You must have many questions, but first let's get out of here. I'll lead the way. Cloud, so you did come for me. I apologize for what happened back there. I was merely acting to throw Hojo off guard. Right, now we've saved Aeris, there's no need to be in this building. Let's get the hell out of here. If all 5 of us go together, we'll be noticed. Let's break up into 2 groups. Okay, so let's do... How about... I quite enjoy having Tifa in the party. I like having Barret in the party as well, for that matter. I'm very tempted to go to the classic Cloud, Tifa, Barret. Yeah, let's do that and send Red 13 and Aerith off together. The temptation to bring Aeris, however, is that she is slightly lower level than the others. So it could be a good idea to just get her in the party for any random battles. No, let's keep it as it is. Quick access to the menu, check materia. We have none spare, that means everyone is perfect. How is it we say? Perfectly splendid. I'll see you later. We'll be waiting at the 66th floor elevator. Don't be late. You know where it is? The 66th floor. That was very helpful, Red. Good to have you here. Pick this up. Enemy skill materia. Now that could come in handy. Let's make sure someone's got that equipped. It's a very unique materia. You see all those small stars we have there. Each one of those represents a possible move that we can learn, and we learn that move if we have this materia equipped, and the person who has it equipped is attacked by the enemy using that specific move. There's a few very powerful abilities that we can get over the course of the game. Frustrating part is I can't remember who does half of them. Which is a semi-common occurrence for me. Oh, a couple of extra potions, that's wonderful. Although we all know that language, don't we, of classic video games? If a game is suddenly giving you a whole bunch of potions, there's often a good reason for it. That door was blocked, we couldn't go through. Ah no, this is an interesting one. Let's do sense and steal. Ooh, Not liking Tifa's health. Let's give her a bit of a heal with Barret. Weak against fire, good to know. 250 health each, we can do a bit of damage to them all with Cloud's lightning on all. But we do want to try and steal from them if we can. Couldn't steal anything, that's a shame. I'm going to keep trying. Even though Tifa has her ability, we're going to keep trying. We'll do one big shot move. We don't want to be just sitting on that limit break for too long for no good reason. Now the reason we're doing this is there's something very specifically I remember, I believe it's from this enemy, that you always want to steal from them in your playthrough, because we mentioned earlier that sometimes when you steal you're just getting things like potions, you're getting antidotes, things like that, and it's always good to keep up a nice supply of those healing items. But certain opponents will have things that are a bit more interesting, and if my memory is correct, this is one of those cases. So let's just make sure we keep trying to steal. And Barret's going to have to do quite a lot of healing as this goes on, because my goodness, we are taking some damage. Let's do a bit of healing with Cloud too. I don't normally like to use this many potions. I tend to play this a bit like Skyrim, where you're just sort of hoarding things for no good reason. Right now it doesn't feel like too big a deal though. Alright Tifa, keep trying to steal. Cloud's going to do a simple magic. There's no luck, is there? Alright Barret, I don't mind if you kill that last one, but except for that, I would much prefer if we could get this theft done. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, I meant to do magic. Couldn't steal again, goodness gracious. Right. Okay, so the plan is 3 more attempts at steal. If we don't get it in 3, we'll call it what it is. So until then, we're just going to use this little side of ability there. Cloud will defend, Barret will defend, and Tifa will steal. Stole Hardage, perfect! And I'll show you what that is in just a few moments. Something that's very, very worth trying to steal. I don't know if you can steal it more than one time, I'd imagine not. But it is worth picking up once. So I'll go ahead and show you exactly what that was. Something I missed out quite a few times in my earliest playthroughs of the game because I didn't use steal as much as I probably should have been. So we're going to go to items, see exactly what this is, sort by type. We're going to go through and look for hard edge. It's actually a weapon for Cloud. Let's see what that does. And look at that! The materia slots, we go from 1 double to a double and 2 singles. And look at the attack numbers. From 18 to 32, we almost doubled the attack. And attack percentage goes up as well. And that's something you can always rely on in this game normally, is when you pick up something new, a new piece of equipment like that, there's almost always some kind of upgrade to it. In this case, it was a big all-around upgrade. And I'd like to just get into one quick fight if we could, just to give you a quick show of what that weapon's going to look like. Let's just run around here. What floor are we on? 67? Yeah, 67, okay. There we go. For a second I thought I was going mad. I was certain we had random battles here. And there's Cloud's sword. You can just see it there. Bit of an odd, clunky looking thing, isn't it? But it's a very classic weapon from this game, and it is actually found in the remake. Because I think it was so well known. Look at that. Great work, Tifa. Big damage. Very big damage. And that is where we're going to bring this episode of the Let's Play to a close. And then the next episode is going to be a little bit longer because we're going to have quite a bit to get through in the next. So the next episode a little bit longer. That'll be dropping tomorrow. Thank you very much for having been here again. I love this game way too much. I'm going to wish you all the best. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening or night, whatever the case may be. Have a great continuation. And I will see you very, very soon for more Final Fantasy VII. Goodbye now.